Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about homeschooling. If you're new to my channel, my name is Vicki and I'm a homeschooling mom, and today we're going to be going over the 9th grade materials and tools. I'm doing like kind of like an unboxing slash haul. If you're not familiar with my videos, I would highly suggest go down in the description box and check out the previous two videos that I did. The first video is pretty much more of a breakdown of why we decided to homeschool and why we decided to go with K-12 and why I'm falling in love with K-12 over and over again, as you guys keep seeing the videos. But if you guys are interested in knowing what 9th graders get for the curriculum, stay tuned. I'm gonna continue to say this over again. K-12 seems to surprise me over and over. Like last year I was really shook about how much stuff they sent us, and this year I'm still even shook about how much stuff they sent us. And not so much about like all the stuff that, like how many boxes they sent, but I'm talking about like the materials and the things that they actually send for the students, so that us as parents don't have to go out and buy as much, especially if you're like a parent like me who are low income or on the verge of being low income and really don't have the funds to go out and buy every single detail, like tools and materials and, you know, every single supply that you need in order to teach your kids. That's what I love about K-12. First, I'm gonna go over the 3 books that my 9th grader is gonna have to read this year. First one, which I'm excited about for her to read, because I actually read this book a couple years ago, and she's gonna have to read The Alchemist. And if you know anything about this book, you know this is the and I'm gonna blurb that out so you guys don't have to hear that. But yeah, this is one of the books that she's gonna have to read, and I told her, I was like, this is an awesome book. And no, I did not read this when I was in school. I actually read this as an adult, and you'll love it. And I believe it's something that all kids should be able to read, all students should have on hand, so that way that they can learn a little bit better about the law of attraction, about how they're responsible for themselves, how they're the ones that can manifest everything and anything for themselves, and how they're the ones that control everything around them. And that's this book. This book is the book. If you know anything about this, you know why I'm hyped for my 9th grader to read this. Another book that she's gonna have to read is The Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. If you know anything about Shakespeare, it's basically a basic part of the curriculum for like all over the country. I'm not a fan of Shakespeare. I enjoy some of his work, but I'm just not really a fan of him. I would prefer other options, but you know how it is. You know how the American system works. And then the last book will have to be this book as well, The Way to Rainy Mountains. I've never read this book. I don't recall ever reading this book, so this will be interesting for me to follow along with her while she's reading it. If you're not familiar, K-12 with their middle school and high schoolers, it's more independent, so us parents don't really get like learning coach guides. We don't really get a whole bunch of student guides like we would for like 5th, 4th, and more younger grades. But I still try to follow along with them on what they're working on, because then it makes it easier for me if they do come to me for something, because sometimes I just be like, wait, what? Like, what are you learning? And thankfully, the way they have their math curriculum, it's not confusing for parents to understand, especially with Common Core math, because me, I was struggling and I was hating it. But I like how they have it set up to where us parents, we can actually learn it and we can understand it and be able to help the students. She also has this other huge book which has like short stories in it, so that way she can, you know, learn and stuff. In this book they have like 5 held in plot to bug Democrats' office here. They have informal text, narrative nonfiction. They also have poems, short stories in here, speeches, and then drama. So like they even have Macbeth in here. So this book is like gonna be like her go-to for like her majority of her language arts classes. And then she also has this huge American Odyssey book. If you watch my last video, you already know how I feel about the Odyssey. Why I hate it. because it's not the real true American history. But hey, that's neither here nor there. That's not why we're here. We're not here for that. This year she's doing physical science, and then for math she's also doing algebra 1, which is crazy. But like I said, K-12 is crazy. They always go above and beyond for what I feel like is an amazing school that goes and provides everything they can. They actually also provided a graphing calculator for her, which, if you know, this stuff is not cheap. I actually own one of these, so I was not expecting them to send one because I already own one and I went to school, so it's like, what's the point of buying a new one if I can just give her mine? We can just share it. But they sent one for her specifically for herself, and she also got a huge box of supplies for her. So yeah, she got a huge box, and it came in like a Tupperware thing, but none of the stuff fits in it. So I'm just gonna pull things out so that you guys can get an understanding of what 9th graders get in their science box. Whereas the other kids, theirs was kind of like sealed, and I didn't want to touch it or like mess with it. So they actually sent bubble wrap. Why? I don't know. They sent these huge daily cups for her as well. She got these plastic jars. She got 2 of them, 2 packs of these plastic jars. In this box, it says test tubes. So she actually has test tubes in here. I'm not gonna open it because I don't want to mess it up. And here she got these small cups here. Why she got this thing, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting year with the science projects along with this huge block. Try and pull out as much as I can. So this is a thermometer. Oh, they sent multiple thermometers. This is a pulley for her. This is a cardboard square. I guess it's just intentionally a cardboard square for her. That's crazy. This is a rod ball. She also gets a stopwatch. She got some weights. Steel weights. She got a ping pong, an actual golf ball, Morse pulleys. They provided goggles, a spring scale. There's multiple spring scales. They actually provide some gloves in here. And here she got some clay. They also gave her some chalk dust. They gave her an actual clip. What kind of ball is this? I don't know, but that's in there. She also has pipettes. More block cubes. If you're hearing the kids in the background, they're cleaning up the mess that was made. She has some yard. She got a beaker. No. She has a whole bunch of different rulers. Ooh. A ruler, like different types of rulers. A meter stick as well. And here comes Dad with the music. Electrical tape. She has electrical tape. Some voltage batteries. Stuff to make like electronics. I'm trying to see what else. Screws is in here. And a projector. No. So, yeah, they provide a whole lot of stuff. If you're really interested in getting involved with K-12, I highly suggest you guys do it now. They pushed back the school start date because there were so many kids that signed up and they don't have enough teachers, so they're kind of holding off on the start date for this year so that they can try and hire more teachers. Because the way they do it is that, like, if they have like 30 students in one Zoom class, they usually have like like 4 or 5 teachers in one classroom to kind of make it easier for each of the kids. So that's the haul for 9th graders. If you guys have any questions about 9th grade curriculum or what materials you would get, leave them down in the comments section. If you have any questions and that's more personal and you don't really want it out in the public, you guys can message me or email me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Life with Vicki on Facebook. Instagram is Life with Vicki _, and my email is in the description box. It's beautifulgoddess117 at gmail.com. I'm actually about to change it because that email is super old. And so yeah, that's pretty much everything, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys want to know more or see more things about homeschooling, because it's going to be really crazy. I actually have to set up their schedules and their curriculum and everything so that they can be set for the school year. And yeah, so I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.